Hey guys, it's me, Demi, back with another video, and I know you haven't seen my face in like forever. I just been really busy, so cut me some slack, y'all. Okay, school's been rough, but anyway. So today I'm gonna give you try to make it a short story time about how God rerouted my plan, but He rerouted me back to my original plan, but His plan was better, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense when I tell you the story. It's kind of hard to explain without telling the story. But anyway, so let's start. I think it was about 2017 going on 2018-ish. I think it was about 2017. Yeah, let's start with 2017. So 2017, I was kind of in a weird position in my life where I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I still am kind of in that position right now, but it's all making more sense as I go along. But at that time, I was really lost and I was really confused. I didn't know what was going on. So I was just like, I feel like I should be doing something. Like there's something I should be doing. I feel like God is telling me to do something, but I don't know. In my head, I thought it was going to school. So I was like, okay, I need to go to school and see how I can get in the program for a master's degree, because I had just graduated and I got my bachelor's degree in health science. So I was like, okay, let me just figure out what kind of master's degree I can get. So there's this program called healthcare administration, and I was just like, oh, I want to get my master's in healthcare administration. But the gag is I would have had more student loans and stuff like that. So I was like, I don't know. So I was trying to figure out what was the best route. So I was like between either possibly nursing or healthcare administration, like a master's in healthcare administration. And the only thing with BSN or whatever, if I got a BSN, I would have been basically almost like in my mind starting over. Like if in my head, I'm like, if you get a master's degree, you're building on top of what you already have. But if you get a nursing degree, you're pretty much like starting over because you didn't take majority of the classes a nurse will have to take. So I would basically be starting over in like a bachelor's degree in undergrad. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So in my mind, I feel like I was leaning more towards the master's in healthcare administration. So I went with my best friend to it's like a seminar thing. Like they introduce you to the program and they tell you about the university. So this is a specific university that I wanted to go to, and they had the program that I wanted. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to the seminar and see what's going on with the program. See, if I can get in there or what I need to do to get in there. So I go in there. Seminar was awesome. They gave us snacks. It was cool, whatever. Then they let us meet with the advisor of the program, kind of like one-on-one. So when I got into the office, me and my best friend sat down or whatever. He was talking to each of us about our life path as far as like education and career and stuff. So she was telling him her story about what she wanted to do. And then when he got to me, he was just like, I don't think you should do Masters of Healthcare Administration. I think that's going to be too much math and science, or not science, but it's going to be too much math and it's going to be too much on the business side. I don't think you should do the business side. I think you'll be more of a better fit for like get a biology degree or or a nursing degree or something. Like he kept trying to like deter me to a different like program, or he kept trying to tell me to do like bachelor's degrees and stuff. And I'm like, sir, I just graduated. You see my resume? I brought my resume to the seminar so you can see. I just graduated from University of Missouri, Columbia, which is also known as Mizzou. I just graduated from Mizzou. 4 years. Well, technically 5 years, but that's another story. I spent all those years in undergrad to get a bachelor's degree. Why do you think I want to go back and get another one and get more student loans for another bachelor's degree? No, I'm not doing that. So he was really, really, really pissing me off. Like he was making me so upset. So I was just like, you know what, forget it. Because he kept saying like, oh, you're going to have to get more student loans and you're not going to be able to get in this program anyway because you don't have any work experience, and they want like at least 5+ years of work experience. You don't have any of those. You don't meet any of these requirements. The only requirement you have is that you got a bachelor's degree, and that's it. And that's really not good enough because you don't have all the other stuff that we want for admission. And I was just like, okay. I didn't know that getting into a master's program would be this hard. I'm like, what the heck? I thought it would be a smoother transition. Once they see that you got your bachelor's degree, I thought it would be a way smoother transition from undergrad to master's. I didn't know it was that hard. So, come to find out, it's not that hard. But anyway, so fast forward, I was pissed off, and I was like, pretty much at a point where I was like, forget it. Like, I don't care about school no more. I ain't trying no more. This is frustrating. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Like, I don't know. Like, this man's making it difficult. Trying to talk me out of it. I'm just going to say, forget it. Whatever. So a year later, there was this job that I was trying to get into for like a year, almost 2 years, like a year and a half or something like that. It was a job that I was really trying to get. And I finally got in there. So I'm like, yes, thank you, God. Finally a breakthrough somewhere. Like, it took me so long to get a job because I was looking at everybody. Like, when we first graduated from undergrad, a lot of people had jobs right out of undergrad. Like, they had a job lined up waiting for them when they graduated. Or some people, it only took them 6 months to find a job. Or some people only took 3 months to find a job. For me, it took me almost 2 years. I don't know why it took me that long. And I mean, like, a job that has something to do with my degree. I had like little odd jobs, like temp jobs and stuff, but no, it took me forever in my mind to find a freaking job. So I finally got in the company that I really, really wanted to get into. And there was 2 companies I really wanted. So I was like, either one is fine with me. Like, God, just open one of these doors, please. Like, please. So he opened one of the doors for me. I was like, thank you, God, finally. Get in there. I worked in there for like, I think it was about 6 months, almost a year, somewhere around in that time frame. And there was this girl that was hired in that time that I was like around almost a year mark that I had been working there. And she was telling me about this program. She was like a little bit older than me. And she was telling me about this program. And actually, we're friends to this day. We've been friends ever since. But she was like, you know, I have a tuition assistance program, and I think they changed the requirements, so you don't have to work a certain amount of time to be able to use that tool. You can take advantage of that now because it's not a requirement of how long you have to work there to be able to use that advantage. So I was just like, okay. Like, it kind of went through one ear and out the other. At first, I was like, okay. Like, I didn't think nothing of what she was saying. I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine, like, whatever. I still wasn't, like, it still wasn't clicking. So that's how you know God uses people. Like, he really does use people. Because she kept pressing me to, like, look at it. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, girl, I don't want to look at that. Like, why you keep asking me to look? Like, thank you so much for making me look at it, because I was not mentally on board at the time. But at the time, I was like, girl, I don't want to look at that. I don't care. Like, I gave up on trying to go to school last year. I'm not thinking about that no more. I don't care. And she was like, look. So she showed me at the computer. And it was like other people in the room with us. And they was like, damn it, you should do it. You should go for it. Do it because they will pay for your school. Your job is going to pay for your school. You don't have to worry about it. You're not going to have all this crazy debt. And you can get school done while you're working. So that way, you know, you're gaining your experience at the same time as like completing school. So when you get out of school, you can have that experience on your resume. Like, hey, I worked here and I went to school at the same time, basically. And so I was just like, okay, cool. So she showed me on the computer like the program and what the requirements are to get in there, like what documents you need to turn in and what's the deadline for it and all that. And I literally had like, I think it was like a month and a half or 2 months to turn everything in, because I think she told me about the program in August, and I had to turn everything in by like October 15th or something like that. So I was just like, fine, I'll look more into it. So as I was sitting there, I was scrolling through, and I was like, let me just see like what universities or what schools they're partnered with, because it's called a cohort or whatever. I scrolled through and I saw the university that I was trying to get into a year before. And I was just like, what the heck? I was like, this is the university I was trying to get into before. Okay, that's interesting. And then I was like, let me see what kind of programs they had. Like what like is it bachelor's degrees, master's degrees? I didn't know what kind of education they had, like what education level they had and what programs they had. So I went and looked at the programs, and I was looking at the master's degree section, and it had the master's degree program that I was trying to get into a year before. So they had the university that I wanted to get into and the program I was trying to get into. And I was just like in shock. I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, what the? I was so shocked. I was like, I'm signing up for this today. I ain't waiting no more. So I was going through trying to ruffle up all my stuff. I'm like, okay, let me get this, let me get that, let me get this, let me get that. And I was just like, well, this is amazing. Like, what the heck? So I gathered all my stuff up together, and then I got all my documents turned in and everything turned in on time. But there was one little hurdle because I actually forgot that my my recommendation letter had to be signed, like an actual physical signature, and not just like a document from the computer. So the person that did my recommendation letter didn't sign it, and they had already moved departments because they got promoted. And I'm like, bruh. What? So I'm like, how am I gonna find her? I don't know where she is. Like, I was so like, and then the guy that runs the program, he was like, well, you're not gonna be able to get in the class if you don't get this signed, because we need the signature on there stating that she actually wrote the letter for you. And if she don't sign it for you, you have to get a whole nother letter from somebody else, or you have to just wait until next semester until you can get that together. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And then the same girl that helped me figure out that the program that I needed was through our job. She also told me that she was like, oh, she just go down across the way and she's right there. And I'm like, for real? So I took my little butt over there. I took my paper over there and ran. I was like, can you please sign this? Like, I need this to get in. And he said, I can't get in this program unless you have a signature on it or whatever. And I'm trying to fax this to him today, because I think it was actually the day of the deadline, or like 2 days before the deadline or something like that. So she's like, oh, girl, yeah, I got you. So she put the little signature on there, and I was like, thank you so much. And I ran back and I faxed it to her, or I faxed it to him. And that was it. I was in. He was like, all right, thank you for the signature. Thank you for the letter. Thank you for all the other documents. I got everything together. I'll make your profile for you. And all you got to do is just, that's it. Just wait until we tell you to go to the seminar for the, kind of like the first day of school. It wasn't even the first day of school. It's kind of like an icebreaker type of thing where you go and, they teach you about the ins and outs of the program and what you'll be doing most likely and whatever. So there's we'll send you more information about that later. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm done. So that is the story about how God rerouted me. He took me back to what I asked him for originally, but he made the plan even better, because I don't have any student loan debt for this master's degree that I'm in now, or program that I'm in now. No debt. And on top of the fact that it had no extra requirements for me to get in the program. The fact that I even just worked at the company that they had the cohort with was good enough. And they let me in. I didn't have to do anything extra except sign up. That's it. I'm like, God is so good, because he literally rerouted me and stopped me from getting more student loans and from scrambling trying to figure out how I can get in this program when I didn't have to worry about. That's not something I had to worry about. God already had it figured out. He already knew what he wanted me to do and where he wanted me to go. I just have to trust him and let it go, which I did let it go. I didn't let it go in a way that was a healthy way. I kind of just gave up the whole thing in general, but at least he rerouted me. That's all I care about. Because he saved me a ton of money and a ton of time. Let me tell you. And a ton of stress. He saved me a lot of that. So I'm like, I thought about that and I'm like, man, this might help somebody, because at the end of the day, sometimes God doesn't tell you no necessarily. Sometimes he's just telling you not right now, because I have a better plan. So it's not always just a hard no. Sometimes it's just literally like, just wait. He just wants you to wait because he's working some stuff out in your favor. So if something's happening to you like that in your life right now, and you feel like God is like, no, 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 He's not letting nothing open up for you, and you just feel like, what the heck is going on? Why is He not helping me? Why, like, nothing is moving for me? There's a reason why He's letting that happen. There's a reason why He's not moving yet. Because He's working some stuff out to make it a better situation for you. So don't get discouraged. Don't get mad. Because I got discouraged and I got mad. Trust me. So I understand all of those feelings. But don't let that get the best of you. Because at the end of the day, God has always, always, always rerouted me to something better. Even when, like, it be little stuff that I was, like, mad about that didn't work out for me. But that just means God is trying to reroute you. That's the only thing. That's all that means. He's just trying to reroute you. That's it. So yeah. Hopefully this message helped somebody today. Hopefully you found this encouraging to listen to and watch. So yeah, if you can relate, or if you're going through something like that now, let me know down in the comment section below. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Don't know when that's going to be. I've been so like busy with school trying to finish it up. Because I'm almost done with school. I'm 2 classes away from graduation. So just bear with me on the videos, all right? I'm struggling. I'm just struggling right now just with my routine. Like, it's getting exhausting. But anyway, I'm almost there. So, might not see me for another few weeks. Who knows? But I really wanted to make this video because God was really pressing me to make this video for some reason. Like, He was just like, make the video, make the video, make the video, make the video. So, like, all right, make the video. He said it's going to help somebody. So, hopefully it does, because I'm actually starving right now. I'm supposed to be eating when I'm making this video. So, y'all better appreciate this video because I'm hungry and I'm making this video. But anyway, so yeah. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. There'll be more videos, like random videos like this. Honestly, I might do away with the Mad Money mukbangs because it's a lot of work. I'm lazy right now. It might not work out for me anymore. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, like I said, like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys whenever I upload the next video.